Hello everyone and welcome to another Feed Army video. My name is Emmanuel and today I want to show you a case study of a client that hired me recently to improve their Google Merchant Center account. This client sells emergency medical equipment. So let's go and have a look at the account. To ensure that you can see that this is real data, let's go and reload this page. Let's change the time period from 28 to 90 days. And I want to show you the graph here. So I started making account level changes on the 30th of May, and you can see it had an increasement in improvements. So that's the first thing I always do when clients start to hire me. I make all the settings within Google Merchant Center correct. And then on the 6th of June, you can see that it then afterwards dropped. And that's where I made changes to the product level changes. So you can see it dropped and then it started to gradually improve. I usually do, depending on the size of the account, if it's a small business, I do weekly changes. So the next week would be the 13th, and you can see that it started to improve even more when I started making more changes. And then it kind of plateaued, slight decline in the improvements of the traffic. So this is what you can expect when you want to make improvements to your product level details and of course also your account settings. So what most merchants want to see is like, okay, well, what if this was just a seasonal event? Let's go and have a look at the previous year. And we can see that there was a big peak last year. So technically we had a big drop in impressions and clicks. So I don't know what the client did, but I assume they made big changes in Google Ads. Because you can see it kind of flatlined afterwards and dropped even further. But you can see that with the changes that I made coincide with the improvements in clicks within these metrics. And what we want to do is let's see how it compares to the previous period. So what we want to first do is instead of 90 days, we want to compare against the date that I started, 30th, and then till today. And then we want to compare to the previous period. And we can see that we gained 80% in clicks, 33% in impressions, and 35% in CTR. We also gained free organic sales and of course then an increase in purchase rate 9.4%, which is fantastic. So that didn't happen before, which is a good point. And you might ask, okay, well, you've improved in impressions and clicks. Surely the client made big changes in Google Ads. Well, not really. So let's have a look. So we can see that the peak from last year was pretty similar. So this is just a graph to show you that what I see in Google Merchant Center is identical to what I see in Google Ads. So that is similar. But we want to check what the changes are. So we want to see what happened on the 30th of May. So nothing changed. And we want to see what happened on the 14th of June, which is the first peak. We can see that there is a budget increase from 20 to 25 for PMAX campaign, but that was on the 17th. And if we look at the graph that I've done here, so the improvement in traffic was not on the 17th, it was on the 14th. So the 17th was this date here. So you can see that the budget increasement didn't have an effect on the increased clicks. So that means what I changed on the 13th was indeed the big improvement. So that just demonstrates how important it is to improve your Google Merchant Center settings and your data feed attributes. It is so important that you improve these. And many clients that actually hire me to make these changes will always see these great improvements. So this is just a short case study for you to see how important it is for improving your Google Merchant Center accounts. So you can imagine how good it is to just improve that. And then if you even improve your Google Ads account, so better campaigns, better assets, how good that can improve your overall business. If you have any questions, feel free to comment downstairs or you can reach out to me directly. And thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.